Afternoon, folks. This afternoon I haven't done a thing for the front for me demonstrations and dilemmas because I can't find the piece of paper I've printed it on. But anyway, this afternoon what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the Defiant T12R and T14R reel-to-reel portable tape recorders. For those of you who don't know, Defiant was the Cooperative Society's badge name, a bit similar to the Curry's Matsui and Dixon's Sideshow name in the 80s, which were basically, it was equipment that was made by major manufacturers and then named under licence from that manufacturer. I have actually seen some Defiant kit, the reel-to-reel machines, that were made by ITT-KB. These ones look like they've been made exclusively for the Cooperative Society. I've never seen a machine similar with a major manufacturer's brand name on it. And I'd hazard a guess that they were made by Plessy. But somebody else might be able to put me right on that, or might be able to enlighten me. These two, as you can see, one's in a sort of orangey browny case, it's more orange than brown, and one's in a blue case. I think they came in a range of colours. I think black was one of the more common ones. I've had a couple of black ones pass through my hands, and also I think there was a red one as well, but the orange, it might not look too good on this video, but in real life it's quite good. I mean, they're a bit battered, the cases on these. So the orange one's the T12R, the blue one's the T14R. The difference being is that the T12R is a 2-track machine, the 14R is a 4-track machine. The 4-track machine seems to be a bit thinner on the ground, and I'm not certain, looking at the styling once we get the lids off, whether the 14 was probably a later model than the 12. The R just indicates that they're fitted with a revolution counter. They're both fitted with the BSR TD2 deck. I'm just going to lift the lids on them now and switch them on so that they warm up. The BSR TD2 deck was fitted to many budget models back in the day. The Fidelity certainly used it a lot on the Playmaster. What I will say about these machines, circuit design wise, they're probably a lot better designed circuit wise than the Fidelity Playmaster, which was popular probably around about the same time. I've also been fortunate enough with these machines to actually obtain the proper instruction books for them, which once again are very thin on the ground. The machines in there, when they were new, would be provided with a connecting lead. This one's actually had a socket put on it. I think this one has too. But I think originally they were provided with a connecting lead which was bare-ended on one end and actually a spare plug. Why the Coop decided to do that, I do not know. And obviously a microphone. Now you'll notice that the slightly different coloured microphones, not an issue, but one of them still has the stand fitted, so you can stand it, I don't know if you can see that very well, go that way, so you can lay it down on its stand. Unfortunately that one's lost the stand. We can maybe see the little holes there where it actually fits in. You get an idea if I do that. So just put them to one side, and let's switch these on. Now, whether you can see it, you probably can, you'll notice that the 12 only has one button there, the 14 has two. Of course, the additional button on the 14 is for track change. The BSR TD2 deck, as you can probably hear, isn't the quietest of decks. When they're serviced, they are quite a good little workhorse, but let's be serious, they're nowhere near as good as something like your Ferrograph or your Brennell, but for basic domestic use, it's probably absolutely fine. For most people that wanted a budget range recorder that you know did what it said on the tin. There's two inputs on these, and they're rather strangely wired up. The input 2 for the radio, you can use the machine as a direct amplifier, but what I've found is it's quite sensitive for radio recording. I think the idea that they did that is so that because these both have a superimpose facility which allows you to do what's called sound on sound recording, I think that the reason they did that with the radio input was so that you could plug the microphone in and the impedance matching wasn't superb, but it was good enough for you to record your voice using the radio input over music that you'd recorded or whatever. The microphone input, of course, is only operative when set to record. Transport-wise, they both operate exactly the same. Your record key there, which doesn't latch until you hold the start key down. Same on that one. We've got rewind, fast forward. It's a very basic joystick control. I don't know whether you could see it on that one, but I'll show you on there as well. If I stand around here, it might be easier. So there's your recording. That just also sets the magic eye off for recording level. Play, I haven't got the tape loaded on that one. Fast forward, rewind. I'll load a tape up on that one because I think there's actually something recorded on this one. Do it. You'll also notice I mentioned the revolution counter. I don't know whether you can probably might see it very better there. There's the rev counter. Get your hand out the way. There. And on a lot of the BSR TD2 decks, the revolution counter was actually an additional feature. You paid extra to have that fitted, or the manufacturer did and passed it on to the buyer. Most of the 4-track machines I've seen, if not all, always have the revolution counter fitted. That's let's see that camera. If I go there, there you can see that a bit better there. Right. On the 4-track machine, on the 2-track machine, you've basically got one track on one side of the tape, another track on the other side of the tape once you get to the end and you turn it over. On the 4-track machine, you've got 2 tracks in each direction. So you would normally record on track 1, flip the tape over, and the manufacturers recommend then you would push the track change switch down on this one, record on track 2, flip the tape over, leave the switch down, record on track 3, flip the tape over again, lift the switch up and record on track 4. There's details all over the internet that explains 2 and 4-track recording. Superimpose, as I said before, all superimpose does, it does sound on sound, but with these machines, if you hit the superimpose button, you maybe can't see it very well, but it lights a lovely little red light up to alert you to the fact that you have actually got, I think that one's quite brighter actually, to alert you to the fact that you've got the superimpose button pressed. See what this one's got on the tape, see if it plays back okay when we get there. No. Like I say, the wind speed's reasonable. I mean, it's not superb, but for domestic use. I think that's about all. I think we've covered the mic, we've covered everything really. Like I say, what I am interested in is although it's very much the same basic design, definitely electrically, other than the track switching for 4-track. The 4-track one does look like, to me, a little bit more modern design than the 2-track one. Certainly circuit-wise, they're a lot better designed than the Fidelity Playmaster, which was probably the counterpart of that time. Nice little machines. Like I say, not your, not to Ferrograph or Brennell standards, but they certainly do the job, and they're quite robustly built as well. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did like it, fine. If you didn't like it, I'd suggest that you try and do a video yourself and see how you get on. Thanks for watching. Bye.